The equation of circle it seems like straight line that we have the slope intercept form, we have the general form, something like that, which is the same in the equation of circle. We have one mainstream form is the standard form from a center and radius, very straightforward. But however, we want to apply some formula. That's why there is another mainstream to express the equation of circle, which is called the general form. And then now you have to know how you can transform from standard form to general form, and also you need to learn how to transform from general form back to the standard form. So this is very straightforward that we know the center is hk because the general point is compared with h and also k. The radius is also obvious. It's just equal to r here. The constant is the radius square here. So it gives you the center and radius very quickly. For the general form, it's not that straightforward, but it's rely on some equation. I will explain why we have those equations later on, but we just focus here. Center will be coefficient of x, which is d divided by -2, e divided by -2 as the y coordinate. And also the radius, a little bit more complicated. The radius is equal to d divided by -2, the center x coordinate square, plus the center y coordinate square, minus f. You don't know how do we have this formula. I will try to show you when you know how to change from general form back to the standard form. So in this question, example 15.19, a circle with center 2, -5, and also the circle pass through a point A. Originally in your textbook there is a graph, but we are going to draw by ourselves. We are going to find the equation of circle in general form. So first we write in standard form, and then we change it to general form afterward. So there is a circle center at 2, -5, and then it is the circle, and in addition is passed through 1.31 here. So to do so, we need few things. We need a general point xy. To write down the equation of circle, we need two things. First is center. It's given directly, 2, -5. The second thing is we need the radius. Radius here is not given directly, but from the center to any one point, the distance is called the radius. So the radius is the red line here. In order to find out the distance between 2 points, we just apply distance formula. Or basically we are using Pythagoras theorem. The x difference is the difference between 3 and 2. That means 1. The y difference, that means the difference between 1 and -5. So 1 minus -5, we get 6. The difference between -5 go up by 6 steps, we reach 1. So the radius, by using the distance formula, is delta x bracket square plus delta y bracket square by the Pythagoras theorem is equal to the radius square. So we just simply use 3 minus 2 square and then plus 1 minus -5 bracket square. 1 square and then plus 6 square. We get square root 37. That is the radius of the circle. If you get used to the distance formula, you may just apply that directly, but I think in long term you better able to draw the x difference, the y difference, and ensure you know that every time you're using Pythagoras theorem. So now we already get everything we need. We have the radius, so we are going to write down the equation of circle. The distance from general point to center should equal to a fixed value, which is radius. That's the definition to draw a circle. Every point on the circle should have same distance compared with our center. So by distance formula, basically for distance formula, there is a square root. Our radius is square root 37. And it seems both sides we have the square root, so usually we immediately take square. That's why we write down x compared with center 2 square, and then plus y minus -5 bracket square equal to our radius square. That means 37 this time. We remove square root both sides in the first step usually. So therefore we have x minus 2 square and then plus y plus 5 square equal to 37. This is called the standard form, but however the question asks you to write in general form. That means you have to expand it and then separate x squared term, x term, y squared term, y term. Therefore we just expand it by using identity. A minus b bracket square, it should be a square minus 2ab plus b square. So the first item is x while the second item is 2. Therefore we have x squared minus 4x plus 4. Similar reason for the another part. So we have plus something square plus 2 something something plus something square. The first thing is y, the second thing is 5. So we have y squared plus 10y plus 25. After practice, after this chapter, you should able to jump from this sentence to this sentence directly. After that, we just tidy up our writing. X squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 10y plus 4 plus 25. Finally, remove 37. Minus 37 equal to 0. Our requirement is equal to 0 here. Therefore, the final answer is this sentence. This is the equation of circle in general form. And then pay extra attention. What's the relation between -4 and our center x coordinate 2? The x coordinate of center is 2, that's why we have -2 here. Afterward, because of the identity, it's become 2 times of the x coordinate. So that's why from 2 it's become -2, and then we multiply 2, we get 4. From -5, we multiply -1, give us +5, and then times 2 is give us 10. So if you want to use the x coordinate coefficient to trace back what is the center, you will divide by -2. Also for the y coordinates, by the coefficient of y, you divide by 2 and then you divide by negative. It gives you back -5. That's why the center is d divided by -2, e divided by -2. Here, that means -4 divided by -2. We get 2 is the x coordinate of center. +10 divided by -2, we get -5. So that's how you get back the center from the general form.